Hello everyone, hope everyone's doing okay. I just received this ceiling heating mat that I got online. I have never used these ceiling heating mats to germinate my seeds. I usually germinate them just inside a humidity dome, and I'll put it in my backyard and just let them get a little bit of sun, and they tend to just warm up and start to germinate. But now I'm gonna use this ceiling heating mat to see if I can get a better success rate in germinating some of my seeds. Here I have some Stenocereus queretaroensis seeds. These come from a white flesh pitaya, and I actually don't have the white in my collection. I only have red and orange flesh pitaya, so I really want to make sure that I'm able to germinate these seeds to have them in my collection. So here are the seeds, and I'll be using a humidity dome as well. Let me just get it from right here. So I have, this is the bottom part. This is the tray that goes inside. And here's the dome that goes on top of it. Just like that. And for the soil, I'll be using this seed starting mix that I've used in the past before, and I got in good results with it. So I'm gonna reuse this one. So I already added some water to my soil starting mix. It looks like this, and it's ready to start adding it to my trays. So now that I'm done, I'm gonna put some water on the bottom tray. During the whole process of my seeds being germinated, I'm gonna make sure that this tray that goes on the bottom has some water in it. I'm just gonna put a little bit of water, and then you just put this tray on top of it, just like that. Okay, so I'm all done adding the soil to the trays. I actually did 6 trays, and now comes the fun part, is adding the seeds. So I'm just gonna add seeds to all of these. You guys can see the seeds right there. I have enough seeds for all of them. And I'm just gonna add a couple of seeds in each one of these little trays. Just like that. And I'm not gonna show all of them. I'm just gonna probably do another tray. And then I'm gonna add some water to it. So I'm gonna use this spray bottle to spray some water on top, and the spray is gonna actually help the seeds get covered up, just like that. And I'm gonna do this process to all the seeds. So now it's time to put the lid cover dome on top. And for the first couple of weeks, you want to make sure that the top part right here, it has some holes right here. You want to make sure those holes are closed off. You want to make sure that it gets enough humidity for your seeds to start germinating. So you want to make sure that the holes are closed up just like that. And then you just put it on top and leave it there for just a couple of weeks until your seeds are fully germinated. Okay, so now it's time to put them in the heating mat. So I'm able to put all 6 domes on here. And today's date is May 25th. I want to make sure I keep track on the days. I want to see how long does it take for them to start to germinate. So I actually have some extra seeds left over, and I came up with the idea of germinating these seeds just with the humidity dome and not using the heat mat. I want to see if there's a big difference from using the heat mat and not using the heat mat. So I'll be using the same soil and the same humidity domes for these seedlings. The only difference is that I'm just gonna put these in the backyard, and they will be getting some sun, but they're not gonna be using the heat mat. And I want to see if there's a big difference. Okay, so I already have some seedlings back here. I'm just gonna move these out the way. These are actually my daughter's seedlings. So just put these to the side for I will mix them up. And like I said, today's date is May 25th, 2024. So I want to see if there's a big difference. I'm just going to leave this one right here. I'm not going to move it from this spot anymore. And we'll check the progress. It's May 29, 2024. And I already have an update for you guys. So these seeds are starting to germinate. I'm gonna lift up these lids. Now, I usually wouldn't lift up the lids because you're letting out the heat from the dome, but I'm doing this just to show you guys how they look. So these are the seedlings starting to come out. You guys can see they're nice and green. I'll show you guys all of them. There they are. They're barely starting to germinate, but it's only been 4 days and they already started to germinate with the heat mat. Like I said, I wouldn't open up the lids because you're letting out the heat from the dome, but I'm doing it just to show you guys on the video. So here, and all of them are germinating. So it's only been 4 days. That's very impressive. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the backyard and check on the other seedling. And this one still doesn't have any germinating. Nope, there's none germinating just yet. And I'm gonna show you guys my daughter's seedlings. So these I actually use a different type of soil, which I didn't like, but they're barely starting to come out, and they've been back here for over a month. So the Seedling Heat Mat is actually working pretty good. You guys can see some of the seedlings right there, but they've been back here for a while already. Today's date is June 7, 2024. So it's been 14 days since I started to germinate these seeds. And these are the seeds that I have in the backyard. And as you guys can tell, they just started to germinate. And these are actually have a little bit of red and they're kind of yellowish than the ones that I have in the heat mat. But they finally started to come out. You guys can see a little bit right there. But these have more of a yellow with red color, and the ones that I have in the heat mat are completely green. Okay, so now let me show you guys the seedlings that I have on the heat mat. So like I said, today's date is June 7, 2024. I'm just gonna make sure that the water doesn't get on the heat mat, put it back onto the soil. And it's been 14 days, so most likely I'm gonna have to add some water to the tray. Yeah, just by lifting them up, you could kind of tell that they're not heavy anymore. So yeah, it needs some extra water. So this is actually gonna be it for this video. will be posting up some update videos on these seedlings. Just that I had some people asking for this video, so I'm gonna post it on YouTube, and once I have the update videos, I will post them up. And I do recommend using a heat mat for your seedlings. Like I said, it's only been 14 days and these seedlings are looking really nice. So if you guys have any questions, just send me a comment. And thank you for watching.